Hi, Boe from High Tech Investment, and welcome back to the channel where today we're going to talk about our crossing the finish line for the FTMO trading. This is the phase 2 of the prop cruncher testing, and that has finished after 2 weeks. We have 3 accounts that we have been running, and last week we actually made a short little video on that. Now we have the final results, and it is obviously this video here where we're going to try and figure out exactly what results did we get. Did we manage to do everything that we wanted? What does the results actually show us, and how are we going to move on from there? The numbers look pretty good, I can tell you that already. So now it's just a matter of how we can continue with the winning strategy. So in the future days, weeks, and months to come. Now, in last weeks, we actually did this particular video here, where we already told you we had this account running as a test account again over 14 days. We were not so interested necessarily in the 10% goal. We were more interested in keeping within the drawdown limitations for all these 3 accounts. And basically that is what we're going to have a look at today to see exactly where we ended up results wise. So the best place to actually get started is jump on our website and basically have a look where you also yourself can have a closer look at how these results actually turned out. Now, we always like to refer back to our website because this is here where everything, all our work is basically added up in one place. And when you arrive here, you click on the portfolio tab and you have the prop cruncher sitting up here. And the idea is basically you can have a look at the information from the prop cruncher. You have all our latest videos, so it's easy to actually follow up. Might be a bit easier than if you go on our YouTube channel. You can see our initial test, the phase 1 test that we did in here, which was not completely successful, and that's why we ended up in phase 2 here. And basically what we are looking at today is you can have a look at the FX Blue again, similar to what I have explained before. We always linked FX Blue on the individual accounts. These are the link accounts with the Expert Forex that we are using. And then we also showing you the lot factors in here. And one of the things we made in the last video was basically changed a lot factor. So from 1.2 to 1.4 instead, it only had a few extra days to go. So we might not have seen the full extent of that, but there was very low drawdown on the $10,000 account, so we decided to add a bit more on the lot factor itself to try and get it up to a fairly okay level where we're still making profit, but also have the drawdown under control. And at the end, we're going to go and have a look at the FTMO accounts here today, where we're going to go first on the $200,000. Now, it's important to mention that as we go through the individual results here, that we are not interested in the profit targets up here. You can see the profit target for the $200,000 account is 10,000. We didn't reach it. We weren't meant to do that either. We are basically trying to get as much profit out as we possibly can and still keep the drawdown under control. That is part of the phase 2 testing in here. So let's have a look at the starting date, 31st of July, ends 13th of August, account size 200,000, account type is a swing account, and swing account is basically what you need to have in order to trade with the prop cruncher or even profit retriever, similar like that, because otherwise you will not be able to carry over trades from day to day, or even trades carried over from the weekend. They will be closed off. So definitely swing account is what you need for the prop cruncher in here. Now, if we have a look at the trading days, we can see we have the results, 10 trading days. So we have passed that particular one. And this is the most important one we actually have here now, that this is the goalpost that we are looking at. The maximum daily loss, 10,000. We had 8,359, so a bit too much from our liking. We ended up with 4.17. We did pass this particular one, but we would like to have a goal somewhere around maybe 3.5%. So it was a bit high. We left the lot size as it was because we saw the next trades was looking pretty okay. We never came close to this again. Max loss, we are well within this, 6,000 and only 3%, so also passed. And then we can see the profit target of the 10,000, we were not even close to it, and that was never the idea. You could see if we would have increased the lot size up, so we would have managed the 10,000, we would have been over the max daily loss. There's no doubt about it. We didn't pass it, but still it is a positive test for us. And the reason for that is obviously we managed the max daily loss. We might take a smaller profit, but it doesn't really matter too much. If we have a look at the results, we start down at the bottom and we see 31st, we actually have nice positive results every single day. And last day of trading for this particular account was the 11th of August with 1211. And that is basically how the account should look at the end of the day. You can see the balance over here, 207,800. So obviously slightly short of where we needed to be, but still a very good profit over that particular time. And there wasn't really too much of a scare during the trading part. Now, if we have a look at the $50,000 account, also here again, we are below the profit of the 2,500 that you see in here. And again, we don't really care too much about it. The account start and end date is similar to what we had before. So if we jump down here, 10 trading days, also here it has passed. And we are actually looking at the max daily loss here, which is maximum 2,500. Here we had 1,723, or a maximum of minus 3.44%. And that is pretty much where we want to be. So in order to have a bit of margin when we trade, we believe that about 3.5%, as I mentioned here, should be the target we should go for to try either adjust up or down. And it looks like the $50,000 account is right on the money. Also here again, total balance 51,582. And also here we can see some very nice profits coming in. We can see the amount of trades that we have also here and the amounts of lot that has been used. Overall, again, positive results. And more importantly, we are right on the money regarding the daily loss of exactly where we want to be. If we have a look at the last account we traded, the $10,000 one, we can see the profit target here was 500. Also here we are a bit shy and a bit more short on the profits themselves. Same start and end date. So again, everything was done at the same time. So let's have a look. 10 trading days passed again. And then we see maximum daily loss, the $500 that we are maximum losing. We only did minus 242.5, or in percentage, minus 2.42. That is actually a bit low, and that is also why we turned up the lot size a bit from 1.2 to 1.4. It didn't have enough time for having a good effect, but obviously we can use these data going forward if we are setting up new $10,000 accounts. So definitely it is not wasted time and effort. Maximum loss 1,000. We were all the way down to 165, or minus 1.65. So well within the limitations here. There was no danger of basically going outside of the maximum drawdowns here. Balance overall 10,262.91. And again, also here, some nice positive results every single day. The lowest one we had seems to be about $8 in here, and the rest seems to be okay. Last day was 43.37. So also here, it has been a nice positive experience all the way through. And we have basically passed the numbers that we were most interested in. So now that we have managed the free trial, we have done that 2 times. This was the phase 2, and we're quite happy with what we have seen so far. It looks like the signals are working. So the next step would now be basically move away from the free trial that you have seen here and basically move over to a FTMO challenge instead. And obviously you can pick exactly which challenge you want. All you have to do is click the link here, and then it will take you over where you have to choose the initial capital and the type of your FTMO challenge. And if we have a closer look at it, we trade in US dollars, so that's quite fine. We have the risk mode set to normal. The account balance will have to be at 10,000. So we're going to start from the bottom and basically work our way up, similar to what I mentioned in last week's video here. Account type, you have a leverage 1 to 100, so this is one type, and we need this particular one here, the FTMO swing account. And it also says here that with an FTMO swing account type, you can hold trades overnight, and over the weekend you can also trade during the news release, which you will have to do with the prop cruncher if you are using that. Even if you're using Profit Retriever, would be the same type of account. The leverage on the swing account type is 1 to 30. So definitely continue to do that one. And then you go on the platform, you choose the MT4 platform, and then click on that. And then we go to the next part. And the next part here is the payment currency. So we can pick euros, USDs, Czechoslovakian, or Great British pounds. And you basically decide which one you want to go with. And then the important part here is you have a 15-page document, FTMO general terms and conditions, and obviously you need to read through all this, what is allowed, what is not allowed. We understand that a lot of people obviously need to understand if you can use the prop cruncher or not, if you can use copy link service or not. We will not make any recommendations in here. It is your trading, you and you alone. We are obviously going to try it in our style and see exactly what's going to come out of it. And once you are happy with the terms and conditions, you then decide to declare and read the agreements. So that is good. The second part we have down here is cancellation refund policy, right to withdraw from the contract. Also here, again, you need to read everything that is in here and then declare that you have read the agreement. Last but not least, click confirm and proceed to the payment. You have to take the challenge, 155 euros in that particular case, including VAT. And if you are successful, you will actually also get that particular money back again. That is another important step. So with phase 1 and phase 2 now out of the way, after phase 2, we are quite happy with the lot factor itself. We believe that we are right about where we want to be. Obviously, again, things can change very, very quickly, so you have to adapt into it and maybe change the lot factor either up or down. All this is something obviously you can do while you are still copy trading the prop crunchers, expert forex copy links in here. It is entirely up to you exactly what lot size you are running, how you want to run this particular one. But for now, we are simply just copying the signals in there. We want to see exactly how it works and obviously give you a bit of feedback on also if we get paid eventually here, and then spread it out to different companies and then also share our experience from that. Now, don't forget again that all of this here is just our information, our road to hopefully FTMO success and proprietary trading success. You and you alone are obviously responsible. You have to read the terms and conditions of all the things that you are going into, because now you are investing a bit of money. But on the other hand, you are trading other people's money. So there is only a very limited risk as you are taking these challenges. But that's also why we are doing all these different phase testing going on, to make sure that once you are ready and you are set up and you understand the EA, then you can start it. You can go and have a look which proprietary companies you think is going to work out for this particular EA. There is so many out there, so it is simply impossible to try and cover all of them here on which ones is actually allowing trades like prop cruncher or trades like the Profit Retriever. So it will be up to you. We cannot really come with any recommendations at this point in time. But obviously, as we hopefully get successful, we will try and share at least our experience and also show you hopefully some kind of profit in the near future. So until my next video, see you around. Bye-bye.